Good morning, everyone. Thank you. So let me share my screen. Let me know once it is visible to you. Okay. Able to see, right? Okay. So as discussed, today I'm going to start our manufacturing project. So we left it someplace after the relationship building. Okay. We will get started with our project. So and also the scenario documentation just completed. Okay. I will share you this exercises. It will be like something a step-by-step process. Okay, you don't need to worry about it. So what are the things that you have to take? Everything, I mean, like as per the report processing part, I have written in a normal words. Okay, it will be very easy for you to develop this project. Okay, so I'm going to share it today, this particular Word document. Please go through it, expecting and hands-on from your end, maybe the Sunday, by Sunday evening or as Monday morning class. Please try to submit. Okay. First, before submitting, I will do the work. Okay. I'm going to share you the analysis. So what are the, pages or as a report wise, we are going to design and develop. Okay. You have to take the reference of PBX file along with this Word document so that you can feel like easy to develop this project. Okay. Is that clear to everyone? Or else any questions or else some concerns? So totally 4 pages we have to develop. So manufacturing project as a part of this Van Erstel. Okay, it's in company. Okay, is a company where it is going to sell the sports goods. Okay, as per the project, I'm just explaining it. So they have their offices at different locations. So we have connected Access DB source system. Okay, where we have the different set of tables and also the sales data which they are maintaining for other countries in the form of CSV files. Okay, we have concatenated and combined it as a one single sales table. Okay, access DB and folder data extraction from the CSV. So here we already completed the relationship building as well as the data transformations part. Correct? So we can start visualizing and also we will try to understand some of the business questions. So if you're observing, comparing the last year's sales and the current year sales value. So how we are going to compare it? So what type of analysis we are going to build? So this such type of questions we are going to get in our business requirement document in real time. Okay, in real time, we will get the questions. By understanding those questions, we have to derive the answers with connected data sets and tax formula. Okay. Comparing sales of Van Ersdale manufacturing with remaining all manufacturers. We have maybe 14 different manufacturers. We have to compare and we have to showcase the visualization for each and every manufacturer by the differentiation. Okay. And also the report sales wise, that means the revenue wise, what are the different products, which product is giving the more profit, that type of an analysis we are going to build in our reporting side, right? I hope everyone following. Shall we start? So this document for your reference and can read it out. And also the step-by-step process I have written. Okay, no need to worry. Even the relationship, how I have built, which is important, right? That one also have been added here. This part also I have added, calculated column part also I have added. Please go through this documentation and I will explain practically. So what are the different pages that we are going to develop? We will start working on that. Okay. Let me hide these pages, which is not required. These pages are not required. I'm just trying to hide these pages. Okay. Or else sometime, right, we can delete it also. We don't need to require, or else we can delete these pages. Fine. Assume that this is the first page, okay? I'm just trying to rename it as an reporting part. This is the first page. Rename this as in sales and units YTD, year to date. See here, I'm taking the first chart is a matrix visualization. I will explain the importance of this matrix visualization and as well as the table too. Okay. Please remember in the interview part, it is very, very important. They will ask you what is the difference between a matrix and a table charts too. Sometimes. Okay. Matrix chart is just like a table, but here we can try to provide hierarchy of the information. Okay. Hierarchy of the vertical hierarchy of the data. So how it looks like. So see this. See here, please observe. If you can try to add some categories or else fields here, we can see the row information, column, and along with the value. Value is nothing but maybe the revenue value. I'm going to add it here. And the row wise. So rows in the sense, maybe the first rows, row by row wise. Okay, row by row. I'm going to add some category, like a product category. I'm going to add it. See here. Product level segments. Okay, this is the row. And column by column, I'm going to add year-wise information. So for each and every year, I'm going to add some info. So just try to add it. Column. We have the date table, right? Let's try to add the date table, year field. Okay, for column by column, from 2000 to 2015, we have the stats, we have the numbers. So let's try to add the value as a revenue information. We already have the explicit measure. See here. The explicit measure has been derived. Total revenue information, I'm going to add it as a value. Value is nothing but a number, right? Metric, measure, yes or no? Try to respond please in the chat box. Values, we are going to consider it as a number, metric, measure, okay, numeric information. Just try to add total revenue. Total revenue. Okay. So you said something like matrix visualization will provide the hierarchy, right? Where it is. So here on the first row part, this is based on the segment, right? For each and every segment, year by year, you are seeing some value, correct? My end user, he is interested on each and every month. Why? He want to see the segment analysis. Okay, he want to see for each and every month, for all the segments, what are the revenue, how the revenue has been generated. In such scenarios, here, add data. Let's try to add month name here, month name. Make the month name as an first hierarchy. See here, I'm just trying to aligning it. Month name and segment. So whenever I'm trying to expand this January, I can see all the segments. So for that particular January month, these segments value, the total revenue value. So I can expand my data if I'm utilizing this matrix visualization. I can see the vertical hierarchy. So this is the vertical hierarchy, which you are currently observing. See this? Vertical hierarchy wise, we can expand the data if you are using matrix visualization. Okay. hierarchy. Maybe I want to use complete all down hierarchy. You can see the complete all down hierarchy for each and every month. Segment by segment, we can see the hierarchy from 2000 to 2015 stands. Okay, that's what I'm currently explaining, right? Matrix visualization. I'm explaining the difference between matrix and the table chart. Currently, the matrix visualization I have considered. So matrix visualization, we can expand the data vertically. Please remember. So as of now, on row part, if you are observing the row, I have taken the two categories, month name and the segment. As per the hierarchical split, month name is coming first. I'm just added as the month name first. And the hierarchy, vertical hierarchy part, segment I have added as the second category. I can expand my data vertically by using matrix. So it is already accepted. See here, matrix, a kind of an icon plus or else a minus icon will be there. If you're not interested, you can just try to collapse. Okay, that option is there. Or else maybe we can drill up. That's it. Similarly, you said something like a table chart, right? Can we get the similar way of analysis? No. Table chart, it will accept all the categories in a table. So see here, I'm taking the table chart now. You can see the column information only. In a table, we can add the columns. We cannot expand the data in a vertical fashion. Just now I showcased to you the matrix. We can add the large number of columns. Whatever the columns you want to add it, we can add in the form of a column in a table chart. It will accept. But we cannot expand the data in a vertical, which I'm showcasing in the previous chart. That advantage. That is the advantage in the matrix. Here it is a disadvantage. Got it? Is that clear to you? Matrix visualization in the table chart. We can add it, see here. But we cannot expand as like a previous chart. I'm taking the year. Here by default it is taking term sum, which is incorrect. See this? Let me add some fields. Monthly, revenue, total revenue. Is that I'm expanding hierarchically? You can tell me. Is there any option to expand hierarchically? We don't have any hierarchical like a rows or else a columns. We have only the column-wise representation is there on the table chart. We cannot expand vertically. Understood? I can add multiple columns like this. Maybe the segment, locations. So it is just expanding column by column. We cannot see any data, something like a vertical fashion. Got it? Is that clear between a matrix visualization and the table chart, or else any questions? Responses, please. But I'm just trying to delete this. So here I will try to do some activity like example. I don't have any information here, blank. I want to get it ignored on this visualization. So I want to represent the chart from 2000 to 2015 is my information availability. So I don't want to showcase this blank information, which is observing on the horizontally and as well as vertically. So here it is a blank. So let's try to ignore it. So how we are going to ignore? Select your visualization. So I'm going to filter the data on the selected visualization. So here, select the visualization, select it. So filter on this visual, the selected visual. So what you want to filter? I want to filter the blank data. So based on the month name, let's try to filter it. Select all the other categories except blank. Okay. Blank information is not only to showcase. I just ignored it. Maybe that is related to 1999. We have the information for 1999 statistics. We are interested to visualize the values from 2000 to 2015. So which I'm showcasing now. Okay. So month name wise, which you are observing on the left hand side, first row, and column by column, we are considering the year from 2000 to 2015. 2015 up to 2015, we have the June month, the data, and these are the grand total values, horizontally as well as vertically. Sometimes from the business, they don't want to see the horizontal and vertical the totals. We can avoid it. We don't need to showcase those total information. We can hide it. So how? So these are all comes under the cosmetic changes. Try to select your matrix visualization. Use the format option. Here itself we have that option. So see this row wise grand total, column wise totals. We can get rid of it. We can remove it. Okay. And also I want to do some more like as a kind of a design. Let's try to select your visual. Here more option, again the format painter. Use the more option. You can see the formatting style. So here we have different set of styles. So format style, there is a predefined sets is there. See here, bold format header, or else maybe the alternative row header. Okay, or else expecting something like a flashy rows. So some different designs are there as per the styling format. So we can use it, but most of the time what I will do in the sense, I will not make use of these flashy or else some designs. I will go with the minimal. Okay, minimal design. I can design my own chart. Okay, I can design my own chart myself. So how we are going to design it? So here I'm using the minimal style, basic style formatting. I will try to add some grid format like a horizontal and vertical grid with a black color. Just try to add it. Horizontal grid, vertical grid, try to enable black color. Change the color of it. And border, as of now, if you're observing, there is a light blue color, right? No need to showcase this. Light blue color and horizontal and vertical. Border, try to remove it and change it to black. Okay. So we can design on our own. So instead of using the different styles, I can go with the minimal, basic minimal style. From there, I can try to design my own table or else matrix visualization. Okay. So here still values by default, it is a CRO UI 10 is the default. Sometimes, right, as I said, they will go with the CRO UI in the real time, or else they will ask us specifically try to use Arial format. So we have to change it to the Arial as per the requirement. This all depends upon the requirement. Okay. And column header, these are the column headers. I just want to use something like a background with some different color, value with, these are the 2008-9 value with white color. So here I can try to change column header. Background, I will go with this color. Text value with white. Okay. Maybe the alignment part, header alignment part, we can try to add it in the center. Okay, center. These alignments are there. Got it? So these are the rows, Jan to December. Try to provide some increase of the font here. It's very small. Try to increase it. Okay. Here also I'm going to use Arial. 10 is fine if it is an Arial. Okay. Sometimes, see this, there is a plus option if you are observing, right? If you want to give some dedicated color for this also, we can provide here, plus or minus, which is an icon representation, some different color as a highlighter. Okay. And if the end user, he is not interested with the plus icon, he want to directly expand the data, We can use this expand all down to the hierarchy. Okay. And we can turn off this tool. We can turn off it so that we will not see any hierarchical option. That is a plus button on next to it for the each and every month. Okay, that option is there. Sometimes, so I got this requirement in one of the business scenario. The end user, he is not interested on the hierarchical plus or as a minus button to showcase. We can just turn off that button. Okay, we can make use of this drill up or else a drill down hierarchy. Got it. By default, it is showcasing from Jan to December. And here I'm providing the hierarchical option. Suppose if we can try to expand, we can see the segment information too, like this. Everyone following that? Any questions, queries, please let me know. Okay. In this way, we can try to design. Okay. This is the matrix first chart. First chart. One more chart in the same page. I'll just try to do a duplicate because I don't want to do the same color change or else a format changes. And the matrix visualization, just use the Control C, Control V. Okay, copy paste. Because I'm going to use the same chart with the similar font and color, background color. I don't want to redo again. So I'm just using the Control C, Control V option. So here in the another chart, I will try to utilize as of now the sales revenue, right? Revenue information have been utilized on the values part. I will try to utilize total units information. Just try to add the total units instead of total revenue here. Okay. Now you can tell me to develop this visualization after the data model ready. Do you feel complex or else do you feel okay? Easy to do this? Receive it. The first page, sales and units YTD. Do you feel any complexity to develop this page? So let's try to get rid of these decimal values. So I'm not interested with the decimals. I want to showcase only the values. Try to select your visual. We know this. I have already showcased to you how to remove the decimals. Select your measure, total revenue. So by default, the decimal value is R2. That means two decimals it is projecting. I'm not interested with any decimal. Try to use a 0 here, 0. And use the thousand separator. And below as well, for the units to try to add thousand separator. Okay. So in this way, we can try to develop sales and units by to the first page by using a matrix visualization. So anybody have any doubts or else any concerns, please let me know. Raise your hand so that I will get to. You can, you can ask your queries. You are using old version, I think so. Okay. If you are using the March or else April release, you will not see these options. Okay, this on object interactions and all will be not available before versions like March. This is recent implemented on build. So you can see maybe the visualization pane separately here. Yes, you are able to see the visualization pane separately, right? Correct. In such scenarios, we have to upgrade our Power BI desktop. That's what I said, right? Monthly basis, Power BI is not a static application. Monthly basis, Microsoft product team, they will add some new features as in the form of a preview. Okay. As a developer, we have to enable the preview features here. files, options and settings, options. Try to check here the preview feature option is there. So we have to enable this option on object interaction. Okay, on object, on the selected object, selected chart, we will see the data interaction as well as selection of different other visualization. That's the meaning. Okay. Try to enable it. Okay. If it is not enabled, please change it to. And also this is supporting from the after March release. That means from April onwards, it gets supported. Okay. This on object interaction is available. Just try to cross it. Tell me. Yes, sir.
Sir, not that one. When you click on the visual, you got the in the right event in when you click on the right on that visual. Can you please click? Yes. So
Okay.
over there you have that tab, build a visual.
Hmm.
That tab I don't have. The below tab I have.
Below tab, which one?
Yeah, this one format tab.
Format is
That
there and you are not able to see this.
this one. Yeah,
Which version you are using?
I don't know.
You
I
have to
need to
know, right?
check.
Otherwise, you have to ask, right? Here, instantly you can check it. Go to the help about. That's it.
Okay.
Go to the help and that's it. I'm still using the March release. So from March onwards, it will be get added. My version is March 2023 and this is September. September also there is new updates. So that's why I'm seeing updates are available. Do you want to download
I have
latest?
the September 2023.
Then it is the latest one, right? Latest build only. It's the latest
Mm-hmm.
build. You have to see that.
Okay, okay.
Just share your screen and then I will
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, sure.
after the session completes, right? You can share your
Okay.
screen and let me
Yeah.
know. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Yeah. Got it.
Everyone able to see this option, or else still you are also facing the same issues, like you are not able to see these options. Tabs, add data to your report, build, and also the format option. Add or remove visual elements, that is nothing but a format. Once you can try to select, format option is enabled here. Able to see? So if you're not able to see these options, right? So here, I mean, on the right hand side corner here, right hand side, go to the views tab. You can try to enable these options, okay? Data, format, and filter. Suppose if you are not interested with the filter, format, and data, we can turn off it, okay? That feature is there. Just select this one, format went away, and data, and also filter is required, so I don't want to turn off this filter. Filter is required, okay? Filter. Got it? Go to the views tab, click on the views, and try to enable this data and format. The format to play with the cosmetic changes, data to select the table and the fields. Got it? And filter is where to filter the some categories or some fields on the visualization. So that's why I'm using the filter. Filter. I just want to filter some information. So I have used filter option here. Filter the blank. Filter on this visualization. So I've used month name filter based on the blank. I don't want to showcase the blank info. Okay. So let's try to add the title of this page, title of this report page. So I'm just trying to add the normal settings only with the available slices and info. Text box, using the text box here. Sales and units YTD. Make it as a center alignment. Increase the font to the 20. It's fine. Okay. And I'm changing the font. Sales and units YTD is a white color. Okay, white color font. Okay, white color. And background of this text box, I'm going to change it to background of this text box. I will change it to some other color so that sales and units YTD will be visible to the end user or else to showcase to the users, right? Select your text box, use the format option is there, we can use it. Background, try to change to some different color so that it is visible. Okay, this way. Clear? Any questions on this first page? If you have any questions, please let me know. Maybe I'm interested with the rounded corners means we already discussed that part. So here, visual border, light colors, rounded corners, and also the shadow effect, something like a background or also front end, we can try to provide some effect. So in this way, we can try to design. The first page development, do you feel something like complexity or is an easy? Expecting an answers in the chat box. This is the first page. Try to design. Okay, if you have any questions, try, please let me know. This is the first page. Second page, I'm just trying to provide the name as sales report. Okay, sales report. Sales report. Sales in the sense revenue wise, I want to see product categories. Okay, we have different categories. Different categories are available in product or else some segment information is there. Segment statistics is there. So I want to visualize it, how the revenue has been split based on each and every category. And also manufacturing wise, I want to see the statistics. So I'm trying to define the name as sales report here. Okay, fine. The first chart, see here. I will take 100% stack bar chart. Okay, I will tell you the reason why you are going to take the 100%, how we choose this. See here, on a bar chart, if you want to visualize without creating any measures, okay, any new measures, and I want to showcase the percentage values. In such type of a scenarios, we are going to make use of 100% stacked bar chart. So here, I want to showcase to my end user product level, okay, product table level. Segment, we have a category, right? See here, the data view, product table, segment, we have a category. Okay, along with that, another category for each and every segment, there should be some other different category, whether the productivity is on the rural or else something urban or else some youth related categories are there. So I want to showcase the segment as well as the category in the same bar along with the percentage values. Okay, without creating any new measure. With the help of only the revenue information, I'm going to create percentages. In such type of a scenarios, we are going to use 100% stack bar chart. So whatever the value you are going to add it onto the values part of the 100% stacked, it will be get reflected in the form of percentages there. See this? Let me add the fields first. Like let's try to add the segment. And here also I'm just trying to add y-axis. Okay, segment I'm adding the y-axis part and categories. See here, there is no value. Whenever if you are trying to unhover count of categories, it is showcasing something like a count of categories with 100% bracket. Okay, percentage is also automatically dynamically it is get calculated. Okay, so what is the use of it? So here on this visualization, On this visualization, instead of adding this count of category, I will just try to add my revenue stats. So from the sales data, we have the total revenue, right? Let's try to add sales table, total revenue. And this one, the category information, let's try to move on to the segment, which is a categorical stuff. Okay, category. Either we can use a segment or else a category. Okay, 100%. So if you're observing this total revenue, you can see the value 5.3 billion and 100%. On this 100%, I want to see the split of information that is based on the category as well as the segment. Let's try to add on the y-axis part, category. Category. These are the 4 different categories. Okay. Urban, rural, mix and youth. So along with that, for each and every category, I want to see the segment level information, how much value as well as how much percentage that has been derived. Okay, I want to see the split for each and every category. So in such scenarios, here we have a one more tab name called legend. I will try to add the categorical product segment is the category, right? Categorical information here. Let's try to add the segment here. Segment. You can see the split for each and every category on your y-axis, urban, and segment wise based on different colors. See here, urban is the category, segment is the convenience, and the total revenue which has been generated 1.7 billion. And the percentage, I haven't created any new category, new measure. Automatically it will be get created with percentages, 39.99 percentage. So like that we can observe for each and every category wise the stats of your segment, how much the value has been split. Okay, the total revenue value. Is that clear? This is a segment. So let me turn off this label. I don't want to showcase this as a segment. I will turn off it and I just want to showcase these categories only. Okay. Select your visual. Go to the format. And the legend part, title, we can turn it off. Title is not required. I'll just try to turn it off. Got it? Another chart. Is this clear or else any confusion? This is overall percentage only. See, if you're observing, this is complete percentage. And a bar chart without calculating any new measure for the percentage calculation. If you want to visualize the values, then we can make use of 100% stack bar chart. So here the values has been split, segregated based on the segment as well as category. The total revenue we are showcasing here. Is that clear? Any questions on this visual? 100% stack bar chart. Response, please. Simple only. Okay, it's not a complex. So if you want to visualize the values in the form of a percentages along with the values, that's in such type of a scenarios, okay, we can make use of 100% stack bar chart. This is a bar chart. You can see an icon in this way. Okay, 100% stack bar chart. Basically, bar chart, we can try to visualize it with category along with the value. But here we are going to showcase with percentages also. Okay, in the bracket, if you are observing, whenever if I'm trying to unhover, you can see the value, total revenue value, along with the percentage, how much has been participated on the urban category part, total revenue. Okay, fine. Another chart, another visualization. So manufacturing wise, which manufacturer? Okay, different manufacturers are there, 14 different manufacturers. I want to see the maximum revenue, highest revenue, which has been generated. So out of 14, I want to see the maximum, like a highest revenue generator, manufacturer information, total revenue. So in such type of a scenarios, okay, we can make use of some of the dedicated charts. Okay, if we have a less number of categories, we can use a chart name called tree chart. See here, tree map or else tree chart. Let me select the tree chart. So here I'm going to add the manufacturer as a category, manufacturer here. And the values, I don't want to showcase any more details, manufacturer wise, total revenue. So just try to drag and drop values from the sales table, total revenue. Okay, so I can see Van Erstel is the manufacturer, which is delivering the highest or else total revenue, maximum revenue. So I want to see the data labels now. So just try to add the labels, data labels category here. That's it. 2 billion is the value. Now I have a question. So you have defined this chart, right? A total, tree chart. I'll just try to define the same chart with some more categories. Now you can tell me, is that understandable visualization or not? See here, the same matrix, tree map, tree chart. Instead of taking a smaller category like a manufacturer, 14 different manufacturer, I'm going to consider product. We have multiple products out there. So now is this visualization looks good? You can tell me. Is this visualization giving some insights to the customer? You are the customer. Just think in the prospect of the customer. Is this visualization? Can you accept? If I can showcase this visualizations to you. No. What is this? Color. Fully color. So don't showcase if we have the more number of categories by using a tree map or two more charts are there, which is not useful if you have a more number of categories. Those charts are, see here, tree map, one chart. Another one is pie chart. Pie chart is also not suggestible. See here. Is this looks good? This is a circle with the different colors. Is this useful analysis? Can you understand? First of all, no, I'm not able to understand. Something like a wheel. And one more chart is if you have a more number of categories, one more chart. Sorry, one more chart is donut chart, which is not suggestible if you have more number of categories like this. So which chart will we go at this kind of a scenario? We can go with the normal bar charts. That's good. You can go with the bar chart. Normal stacked bar chart is helpful in this scenario. Okay. In such type of a scenario, if you are visualizing more number of categories, we can go with the bar charts. Simple. Any bar chart. You can take horizontally or else vertically, stacked bar chart or else a clustered bar chart. Like this. Everyone following? So here I have less number of categories, 14 different categories. So I'm trying to visualize these 14 categories by using a different chart. Okay, where I'm going to represent in the form of a rectangular boxes by using a tree map or tree chart. So rectangular boxes wise, we can project it by using a tree chart. Okay. Important rectangle boxes. If you get that name, that is nothing but a tree map only. Rectangle boxes. In a bar, if you are projecting the 100% values without calculating any external measure, that is by using 100% stack bar. Some keywords are there. Okay, you have to remember. If you have a more number of categories and you want to display the visualization in such type of scenarios, you don't want to use a tree map or else a donut chart or else pie chart. These three charts will not be useful. Okay. Let's try to add few more visualizations now. Everyone, I hope everyone following, right? The concepts are clear. Another chart. So before moving to the another chart, any questions on this 100% on the tree map? Any questions? But let's try to navigate to another chart. So see here. Next, this is very important chart. I'm going to use the scatter plot chart. This is important. This scatter plot chart, if you want to showcase the outliner of the information, and also it's going to accept, the scatter plot chart will accept both of your x-axis and y-axis with a number. Okay, x-axis and y-axis with a number fields. Okay, and those charts, like if you want to showcase the outliner of the information in the form of a bubbles, in such type of scenarios, we are going to use scatter plot chart. Okay, so here both of your x and y-axis we have to add. See here, x-axis and y-axis is there. We will not add any categorical stuff on this x and y-axis. And values part, it's a kind of a reverse. Values part, you are going to add some category. Okay, maybe I'm going to add a segment or some category. Category field is there in the product table. So on both of your x and y axis, it will support number field. Number in the sense, maybe I'm going to drag and drop the total revenue. On y axis, maybe I'm just trying to drag and drop my total units value. And values part here, common mistake is values part, we will try to drag and drop the total revenue or else the total units. On x and y axis, we are going to drag and drop some categorical field, which is wrong if you are using a scatter plot chart. So scatter plot chart, it will support both x and y axis with a number, and the values we have to add the category. So here the values I'm going to add the segment information, and the x axis I'm going to add it with total revenue, and the y axis with total units. Okay, so that we can try to showcase the outliner of each and every bubble. If you're observing the bubbles, right, there is some bubbles, dotted bubbles. So we can see the outliner of these values, visualization for each and how the values has been split. And this is the x-axis now, total revenue, and as well as y-axis with units. So sir, each and every bubble size is same. How can we split this bubble? How can we differentiate these bubble sizes? So here we have one more option after this, right? We have a size category, so we can try to differentiate by using a size. Here I have one more metric based on the size, means I have one more metric information, that is sales YTD, total revenue YTD value is there. I'll just try to drag and drop the size based on total YTD. So here, just try to add it. Okay, so whenever, if you are trying to on hover on these bubbles, you can see the value, the segment value has been scattered. Okay, it is not at one place, it has been scattered. The bubbles has been scattered at each and every. Total revenue wise, it is showcasing on your y-axis, sorry, x-axis, and total units, how much units it has been generated, it is we can able to observe on the y-axis. On total additional information I have used for the bubble size increase, on the total revenue YTD I'm showcasing on the bubble level. Okay, bubble size increase part. So complete information we are trying to visualize and then bubbles itself. Okay. So here the values has been scattered in the form of a bubble. Okay, instead of reporting all the bubbles, okay, the circle which you are observing now, at one place, the values has been scattered based on the differentiation, the X and the Y axis, total revenue and total units. So in such type of a scenarios, if you want to scatter the values, okay, showcase the values in the form of a scattered information of your numeric stats, in such type of scenarios, we can use scattered plot chart. Okay, common mistakes here, maybe they have to change, it's a kind of a bug only. Instead of projecting it as a values, they have to change instead of a values to the category. Okay, this is not a value, this is a category. Basically it is a category, they have to change the name here, the two part backend. Okay, everyone, is that clear to you or else any questions? This part, this example, scatter plot. So, and one more thing, sometimes, right, it's an additional requirement. Sometimes the end user, he want to see the stats, the scattered bubbles on a play, like how it is moving from 1 year to the another year. So I can try to add one more category on my x-axis, that is a play axis. So I have an year information from 2000 to 2015, how the values are moving from one particular area. I mean, like how it will be get improved. I mean, the bubble size has been improved over the period of time. In such scenarios, we can add play axis, that is the year information I'm going to add it, which is related to the date. So let's try to add the year, date table, year. You can see something like an x-axis with year, right? You are observing something with the x-axis. Along with the total revenue, there is a horizontal years from 2000 to 2015. So these are all the bubbles are in one place. And I want to visualize how the values are as the bubbles are moving from one to another. So just try to play around. Start. So from 2000 to 2015, once you can select some bubble, right, you can showcase how the values are as the bubbles are moving in this. Let me showcase one more time. You are observing the bubble, right? One of the bubble I have selected that is related to the segment info. How the values that is moved from one location to the, I mean, starting value 50 million to 150 it has been reached, and also it has bring down to the 100 million, and again it will move up above 150 million. So that such type of scenarios or analysis from business point of view they can do. They will ask us. So how can we project in the sense? There is a category, one more field, that is the play axis. We can add the year information there. Okay. So as for the data I'm having with from 2000 to 2015. So I want to see one particular bubble information. Okay. So I can just try to select and the values, right? Whenever if you can try to start play axis, smooth. You can see this particular bubble, okay, which is starting from here. It's moving up from 2000. You can see the change of the year, right? At the above. We can see the value differences. Like that, the end users, they can take their decisions too. So this is an advantage, one more advantage by using scattered plot chart. So on the interviews part and even the certification level, which chart it will accept both of your X and Y axis with a metric information. You have to respond with the right chart. Okay, only scatter plot chart will accept x-axis and y-axis with number information, number field. So here on my x and y-axis, I have used numbers only. Numbers means metric information, total revenue and total units are both are numbers. Fine. Is that clear? Any questions here? Please let me know. In the meantime, I will just try to do some formatting. Any questions? So maybe we are interested with something like instead of a circle, maybe the square box, or else some rectangle, or else a triangle. You can change. But most of the time you can use this circle dot. Any questions up to this part? Shall we discuss one more visual? One more visual, please. Responses, please. Is that clear to you or else any questions? Simple. We have to add the percentages. See here, whenever I'm trying to unhover, you can see the percentage, right? 40.58. We have to enable the data labels. That's it. Data labels, if you can try to turn on, we can see the percentages. That's it. That's, we are not going to showcase the number. We are showcasing the percentage. Fine. Shall we discuss one more visual and then we'll close it? Okay. So see here, country wise, if you want to visualize revenue country wise, maybe the global part, we have the locations, right? We have the location table. I want to visualize country wise revenue, country wise revenue. In such type of a scenarios, we are going to use not a normal charts like a bar chart or else something, I mean, the tree chart or something. We have a dedicated geographical chart, that is a map visualization. Okay, a map visualization previously, right? Previously, that means last year releases. Whenever if you are trying to drag and drop the location table, country, drag and drop to the canvas, by default chart is done by default. Whenever if I'm trying to drag and drop, by default you are getting the table chart, right? Previously, by default, it will be get detected a map visualization up to last year, the change. But now, as per the latest releases and as per the feedbacks from the customer, so as per the GDPR policies to global data protection policies, instead of detecting as a map visualization by default, they are changed to table chart. This is a text, right? Why it is by default as a map? So if you are interested, the customer is interested, they can try to change manually from the table chart to the map visualization. So previously, up to last year, whenever if you are trying to drag and drop this category like a country or else some state or else a city, by default chart, it will be get detected as a map visualization, but has been changed to table chart as per the GDPR policies. It's in violation, okay, rules violation. So it has been changed to this table chart. So manually, I will try to convert to this map inside. Okay, those data points will be get detected. And I want to see the bubble size based on some category or some field. I can try to add one more field. See here, as of now, the country is the location. I want to see the size of this bubbles. So based on my total revenue, just try to add you total revenue value. That's it. Okay, these are the different countries are there. So I'm just trying to visualize it with based on country, and the bubble size has been increased where the highest revenue or as a total revenue has been generated. So it is easy for my customer to identify where the total revenue is more and how to improve their business on the lowest revenue as per the data points. Understood? Is that clear to you? And here, map visualization will not get supported this data labeling. Okay, we cannot add the data labels. Okay, these numbers, total revenue numbers, we cannot able to add. Okay, it's a drawback. And we can showcase the country names as a label. Country name. Instead of an on hover, you are seeing the country name, right? I want to see the country name directly. So here we can try to turn on categorical labels like this. We don't have an option to turn on this numbers on a map chart. Understood? If the customer is on hover, he can see the numbers, total revenue number like this. Everyone following, right? Let me add some categorical fields, some slices on my left hand side here. Some slices. Let me take a slicer chart. Like a product category, I'm going to add it. Product, that segment. Instead of a list, this is a list, right? I'll just try to showcase as a drop down. So select your card or as a slicer chart here. Select your slicer chart. Slice the settings. So instead of a list, change it to the drop down so that we'll get some good space to add few more slices. Like this. Okay. Do some cosmetic changes like background is fine. Visual border and shadow. Rounded corners. Shadow with gray color. Okay. And I'll just try to use the copy paste technique. Copy paste. And use another slicer. Instead of a category, try to showcase segment. Okay. Few more slices to my customer point of view. So let's try to add the city information from the location table. And you remember, we have created an area, right? Area field from the location, trying to add the area like a south, local area as a normal area. Region is also is there. Here, if you're observing, there is a regional information is also available. So we can add this category if you're interested. Maybe if I'm interested to see the local area and other area, I can just try to add the insight. Okay. You can see the interactions, right? The data is getting interacted. Save it. One more slider based on date. One more slicer. That is based on this date field. Date. So this date field is, I'm not interested with a kind of a drop down. See here, it's a drop down approach. I'm interested with a kind of starting date and ending date I need to showcase to my end user. Select your date slicer. So the advantage for only the date related field, okay, not for all categories, only date related field. I'm not interested with the drop down approach or as a list approach. I'm interested a kind of a starting date, dotted point, and end date, another dotted point. Select your date. Slicer setting, here we can see lot of options. See here, instead of a drop down, I'm interested with the between range, like a start date and end date. I want to showcase to my end user with a slider, horizontal slider, like this. I just want to adjust this one also. Like this. So here, this date field, right? Starting date from 2000, 20 to 2000 onwards, it is getting started until 2015 is the last information as per the data available. Maybe my end user point of view, he want to slide down the data from this left to right or else right to. He want to see the statistics from 2004 to 2015, or maybe he is interested to see the insights from right side. I'm just trying to adjust him from this particular area from 2004 to 2012. He can try to slide down the data from the left hand side or from right hand side. And the slices as per this selection criteria, as per this, it will work as per the selection, maybe convenience. If we select, the values will be get correct. You're observing the data interactions, right? Everyone. So on the left hand side, I'm providing the detailed slicer information to the customer based on the category, on the segment, and the selection of the cities, area. Maybe if you can try to select the local areas, local areas, and date. There is a particular category or else a range I have selected from 2004 to 2012. Okay. And that particular time period, I want to see some insight. I want to see the values. So in this way, we can try to project. Everyone, is that clear to you on the left hand side slices? So if you want to clear down the selection, there is a small eraser button. See here, just try to select it. Eraser. Clear the selection. That's it. So the customer point of view, they're not aware where there is a clear selection criteria. We have to showcase whenever you are doing the presentations to them. Okay, when you are doing or else sharing this report analysis with them, we have to share this information because they are not aware. Okay, they will select it, but they are not aware where this selection criteria is available. Clear selection. So we have to showcase to them. Okay, I will try to add the report page here. I will just try to make use of the existing. Copy this, paste it. Sales report. Okay. Any questions? Up to this part, do you have any questions on this? Two-page development, sales and units YTD, and sales report. Responses, please. Is this interesting or else maybe is there any complexity to understand? I hope everyone able to develop these two pages. Yes. If you have feeling some complexity, please tell me. I'm ready to repeat. Okay. You no need to hesitate. Even it is an offline or else online. Please respond in the chat box. So what is this? How it is coming? So maybe that is a very basic question. So you have to select the slicer. So why I need to select the slicer chart? Why don't I select some other chart? You can select it, but the main point here, we have to showcase a kind of a selection criteria to the end user. In such type of a scenario, you have to use a slicer chart. You cannot use other chart. We have different charts, right? But I want to give a selection criteria to my business owner, stakeholder. In such type of a scenario, you have to provide a slicer where it is available. So here, the filter selection will be available by selecting this chart. Okay. Even the basic question also, if you have, please ask me. I'm here. Any questions? And this is not in a proper vertical alignment. If you're observing here, the less gap, here the more gap. Just try to select all the slices by using control button. Select all the slices by using control button. Go to the format here. Format option is there. Format. Use the alignment, which is then distribute vertically so that each and every slicer will get aligned with equal space. Okay. How can we increase the font of sales report? Which one? Which font you want to increase? Is that font of here? Sales report? Title? You just try to select complete sales report. Here we have an option 20. So maybe I'm interested with 24 minutes, I can increase. Complete sales report. Control A. Change the font from 20 to 24. That's it. The clear? Any other questions? Please let me know. On these four visualizations, I mean, the 2 pages which we are projecting now. In this page, we have developed 4 different visuals. Left-hand side corner, there are some slicer. On the first page, if you are observing matrix chart, we have considered why matrix chart only means I have told you the difference between matrix and the table chart. Matrix chart, we can expand the data vertically, not horizontally. Okay, we can expand the data vertically, and also we can showcase the split, the column and the row split information by using matrix visualization. Table chart, it will accept the larger information just like a column. We can add the multiple columns. We can derive a table, but we cannot expand the data either vertically or as a horizontal fashion. So that's why I'm just trying to showcase this visualization by using a matrix chart, both my units as well as sales stuff. So coming to the sales report, I have taken 4 different charts. So here, without creating any explicit measure for a percentage, I want to visualize with the values with the percentage. In such type of scenarios, we have a chart name called 100% stack bar chart. So both on my X and Y axis, if you are observing, X axis, I have considered the total revenue, which is my value. And category part, if you are observing the Y axis, here, Y axis, category field is there from the product table. I have considered that. And here the different colors or the color code is coming. So what is this means? The sense for each and every category, urban or else a rural or else a mix, I just want to segregate the data based on another field name called segment. So I have used that field on the legend. So here, if you're observing this, I have used one more field, legend. I mean the legend part, segment information. So that's why the data has been get split and values has been reported in the form of percentage. And coming to the another chart, matrix. Sorry, is that a matrix chart or something chart? What is the name? Is this a matrix chart? You are observing something like a rectangle boxes, right? Which chart it is? So I showcase you in which scenarios we can take the tree map, donut chart, and else one more chart, right? Pie chart. So please remember the differences. Okay, it's a tree map, tree chart. So if you want to visualize less number of categories, we can use tree chart. So here I can easily understand by using the rectangle boxes when Earthsdale is the top manufacturer. Okay, how the revenue has been generated. Another chart, scatter plot. Here the scatter plot, both of your X and Y axis, we can add the numbers and values we can segregate it by using category. Segment is the category. Okay, so on the one more, I have added the play axis button. So what is this play axis means? Maybe I want to see particular bubble or else a dot point, how it is moving, the total revenue or else a unit from one point to the another over the period of time. Such scenarios, we can use the play axis under. One more tab is there on the scatter plot, we can add it. And the bubble size has been increased by adding a field. Size option is there here. We have a size, total revenue, which is again a number. I'm adding the numbers here. So size is based on the total revenue by TD. And coming to the last chart. So country-wise revenue. So here the country in the sense it's a geographical location where my data points, the dotted points which you are showcasing now, each and every point has get located. So that's why I'm just trying to use a map visualization. So these are the different charts we have used in this sales report. 2 more pages are there. We will discuss in tomorrow's session. 2 more page development are there. We will discuss in the tomorrow's session. Okay, so that we can get the cities to maybe if you are trying to add some cities, right? Different cities. So instead of a location, if you are interested with the city wise, we can add it. Okay, but The data points part, we have to change the category. See here, because many cities are there, right? Has to be get added in this cities. So as of now, the data is not categorized. Column 2, see here, column, I have selected the city. Column 2, data is not categorized on category. I can change it to city. Okay, has to be category so that we can see the globe icon next. So these are the cities that we have. Okay, it's still buffering. See here, many cities are there in each and every country. So it's still loading. So it is impacting our refresh runtime. Got it? We can display even the district too. Even we have a district from the location table. District is there, region is there, state is also available. States, different states. Okay. But these are all as per the requirement, we are going to visualize it. If you are dealing with one particular country on those states, we can use shape map. That's what we discussed. Fine. I'm stopping up to this part, and if you have any questions, please raise your hand so that I will get to you. And Sadhana, you are going to share your screen now. Can you share your screen? You said something. Share your screen quickly, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I think you disabled sharing. It's a
One
host
second. I'm
disabled.
myself also. I'm the co-host. I'm not the host now. One second. I'm also co-host actually. I need to get a permission from Naresh to get it as hosted. To give the permission. Can you otherwise, right? I'm not able to share, I mean, not able to give the co-host access because myself is a co-host.
Mhm.
Can you give a snapshot to me, the chat box? I will check it. Okay.
Yes, yes, I can. The only that thing is I couldn't get that
You are
the
not able to see this option. That's what you said to me. Correct?
yes, yes,
Yes, true.
sir. Yes.
Just share the PBX file. Okay, that will be more helpful. Okay, send an PBX
Mm-hmm.
file to me. And along with
Mm-hmm.
the snapshot, whenever you are selecting something, right, some visual, you have to see these
Mm-hmm.
two. You have to see these two options.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, as per the latest release which you are currently using, maybe they have
Mm-hmm.
removed. I think so. Think so, but I am not sure. I have to check it.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay,
You are using
okay. Yeah,
September.
I'll
That's
share.
what you said, right? You are using
Yes,
September
yes, sir.
2020.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine. Share the snapshot along with the PBX file. I will check it. I will upgrade myself. Okay, I will check it and I will update you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Fine. Thanks for joining everyone. Tomorrow we'll get connected and we will discuss the remaining two page developments. Okay. Fine. Thanks for joining.